Dear students, welcome you all for the fourth session of the four chapters, sixth semester Mangalore University BCom, that is Business Taxation 4. So in this session we are going to discuss a registration of a casual taxable person and non-resident taxable person. So my presentation for this session will include registration of a casual dealer, the registration of a non-resident taxable person and provisions related to casual taxable person and non-resident taxable person. So let's see registration of a casual dealer. So if at all you want to do a business for a temporary period of time or shorter period of time, or you want to do business occasionally, not regularly, then whether you will get a chance to get registered under GST. Of course, you will get a chance to register under GST. So if a taxable person needs a temporary registration to do a business for a shorter period of time, then such person can apply for registration as a casual dealer. So you cannot apply as a regular dealer, you have to separately apply as a casual dealer, where you have to deposit the advance tax as a security, then you can obtain the registration certificate. Now who is a casual taxable person? Very simple, there are two conditions. You are making a business occasionally or shorter period of time, and there is no fixed place of business. So these two characteristics are very important to determine you as a casual dealer. So a person who occasionally undertakes a transaction or a business in a taxable territory and where he has no fixed place of business. Then registration. How registration is done for a casual taxable person? It is the same procedure. You have to apply in form registration 1, fill the part A. Then after filling the part A, automatically there is a verification validation of your mobile number, email ID. Then once it is verified, you will get a temporary application reference number. Once you get, you have to deposit advance tax as a security. So that is the procedure. So fill part A of form registration, GST registration 1, fill all the details. Then after filling all the details, basic details, you have to verify your PAN, mobile number and email ID. OTP will come, you have to verify. So once it is verified, you will get a application reference number for temporary purpose, temporarily. It's not a permanent number. Then after getting the temporary reference number, you have to pay the advance tax as an acknowledgement for deposit. So once you are deposited, once it is confirmed, then you can download the GST registration 02 from the website, so which is in the electronic mode. Now once you get the registration certificate, you can do the trade, you can make the taxable supplies. And very importantly, another thing is duration. So duration of the certificate is either the date that you mention in the application or 90 days from the grant of registration, whichever is less. This is very important. 90 days from the date of registration or period specified in the application, whichever is less. So this is regarding casual taxable person. Now let us see who is a non-resident taxable person. Now what is the registration procedure for non-resident taxable person? So who is a non-resident taxable person? So person residing outside India. Non-resident means he is not resident in India and coming to India occasionally to do business but has no fixed place of business. Similar to casual taxable person. Casual taxable person will be there in India but he is doing the business occasionally. Non-resident taxable person who is outside India, who is coming to India to do a business on occasionally. Then registration. So how the registration procedure is done for a non-resident taxable. So here registration is little bit different. He has to apply in form GST registration 9, and he has to apply when 5 days before commencing the business. So he cannot directly come and do his business or directly start business from there. He has to apply before 5 days from the commencement of start a business, along with valid copy of passport. Because since he is not resident in India, he will be resident somewhere else. So that country's passport he should have, or passport issued by India, whatever. Then he will be given a temporary reference number for making advance deposit. So once the registration details are verified, he will get a OTP, and so once the OTP is verified, then he will get a temporary reference number, and through this temporary reference number he can make a advance deposit. Once the advance deposit is done, his acknowledgement will be issued. in the form of registration certificate, and the application for registration will be verified by a person resident in India who will be authorized signatory having PAN. So he cannot sign from there outside the country, so there will be a authorized person in India and he will verify all the details of the person and he will grant the registration to non-resident taxable person. Now what are the provisions related to casual taxable person and non-resident taxable? First one is he has to make supply only after issue of registration certificate. Before that he cannot make the registration. Then the registration certificate is, as I said, it is valid to the specified period of time. That is either period mentioned in the application or 90 days from the effective date of registration. Then extension can be granted at the discretion of the officer, but he has to submit an application in form registration 11. So both of them can claim the extension from 90 days, but he has to apply in separate form, that is form GST registration 11. Then should make advance deposit of tax to an amount equivalent to estimated tax liability. So he has to calculate what will be the tax liability that will be paying. So if the total tax liability is 1 lakh, example, after doing all the transactions my tax liability is 1 lakh, so I have to make equivalent amount up to 1 lakh amount as advance deposit. Why? Because your registration certificate is only valid for 90 days. After 90 days it is not valid, so what is the guarantee that you are paying the tax or not? So that's why advance deposit is taken for both casual taxable person and non-resident taxable person. The amount of tax deposited will be credited to electronic cash ledger. So it will be automatically credited. If you have not done any trade, then automatically it will be refunded. If you have done any transaction, automatically it will be set off and balance will be paid, or you have to pay the balance amount tax, either refund or you have to pay the tax. So and can be utilized to pay the tax. So that's all from this video. Thank you for watching this video.